Good morning, everyone. John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur, arising early, which I do, at 5 a.m. in the morning. And everyone always asks me, John, what is a day in the life like with you? So I thought I would share maybe 1 or 2 days a week so you can get a little flavor of what I do every day. So after I get out of bed, usually I will do about, roughly 120 seconds worth of a still plank, and then I'll take a shower. After that, I'll go in the kitchen, get some orange juice, and then I will actually do 3 of my social media posts. So basically, I do interactions on LinkedIn in a way that's not salesy, just kind of reaching out and asking people if they want to join me for a cup of coffee or a slice of pizza, people that are local in 3 of the industries, 3 different companies that I have. And then after that, I usually post 2 reels. I do 14 reels a week. After that, I come in the kitchen and I make something. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm actually going to make myself some eggs or an omelet. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So even though I am using a non-stick pan, which you can see here, I actually use Tefal. They're really cool. And so I'll put the butter in like so. I'm going to turn the stove on. I'm not going to go through the whole baking process here, or the cooking process, I should say. Just going to warm that up a little bit. Kind of get the butter to melt. You kind of see it in the pan here. I'll get that to melt around. Just takes a second or so. I do it just as another precaution. I know you don't really need. The other important thing you have to make sure you do whenever you use Tefal or any non-stick pans, you don't want to use any kind of metal because it actually will damage your pan. All right, so it looks like I've just about got that pan pretty well coated. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I've already mixed my eggs, which I did before. I'm going to take my eggs and I'm going to just pour them into the pan, if you guys can see here a little better. All right, so now I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. I'm only going to use wooden or plastic in my case. So you can see my omelets starting to look pretty good. I'm going to come over here to the toaster and I'll put the toast down. And it'll be time to eat in just a minute or 2. Okay, before I can eat, one of the things that I love is my decaf tea in the morning. So I'll go over here to my Insta Hot. I put my tea bag in there, about 198 degrees. Put that in there like so. Let the tea steep for just a minute. My omelet is doing well. We'll check back with you in just a little bit. All right, guys, I just did a plain omelet today. No jalapenos, no tomatoes, nothing, just something simple. And then I have my toast with some grape jelly and my decaf tea. I'll check back with you in a little bit. All right, guys. So I just had to fill out this hold harmless agreement for Franklin Lakes because they require that, because we're having this meeting. It's on, the Thursday, the 6th, for Franklin Lakes residents to get together and talk about basically history and memories of the town and to try to preserve them. All right, guys, looks like my routine for the morning is done before I leave. Now it's time for me to leave for church. I actually am a lector on Monday mornings, so I'll be heading to church, doing a preview of what I'm reading. I read the first reading, and then I read actually the responsorial psalm. And then after that, there's the gospel that Father reads. And after the gospel, I come up and I do the petitions. Hey, guys, so I just got back from church. And now the next thing on the agenda is to actually write a teaser for one of the blog articles that I actually wrote last week. So I write 2 blog articles at the end of last week, and they get scheduled. One goes on Monday and one goes on Thursday for one of my businesses. And then I have a development meeting with one of my team members for a new piece of software that we're writing. That'll be coming out probably about 12 months or less. It'll be in beta for our internal team within about 2 months. I can't really tell you what it's about, but I can tell you that it's enterprise software, and it even works for a solopreneur at a price tag of only $10 plus tax. Not bad. All right, I will connect with you later after the meeting. Then I have to get ready to go to a 1 o'clock one-on-one, not too far from me. And I'll keep you updated about what's happening, all right? Hey guys, just giving you more updates of what's going on during my day. So just before getting here to this restaurant for the one-on-one, which is coming up in just a few minutes, I wanted to let you know what happened. So I had to deal with a couple PCI compliance issues, which again, I think it's just a waste of time, because when you get false positives, and I'm in the tech business, an engineer for many, many years, I get people that don't know what they're talking about. And there's one company, I'm not going to mention too much about them, but I have multiple companies, and unfortunately we have different PCI compliance for each one. One is a breeze, they understand exceptions and they're really good. Another one is just really a bunch of jerks, and they decide they want to just take money out of the account. But that's a whole other issue. And then the other one, for my not-for-profit, we are PCI compliant, but we weren't registered, so I had to go through that step. So that was easy. So for only one out of the 4 or 5 that I have to deal with is giving me a problem. So I'm here at this one-on-one at this restaurant here in, it's actually in Montvale on Main Street, and I'm meeting somebody in just a little bit. And so we're doing a one-on-one. So one-on-one, guys, is where you basically get to know the other person, they get to know you. It's not a sales appointment. It's where you just kind of learn about each other and see if there's any way you can help. But what you don't want to do is do hard sales. You just want to ask questions, let them ask questions. You want to become genuinely interested in the other person, which is what Dale Carnegie always says, and then hopefully they'll become interested in you. You also want to try to not do too much of the talking. You want to kind of balance that. That's probably one of the most important things that I can share with you. And the weather's really nice here, so I'll give you an update after my one-on-one, let you know how that went and what I'm doing the rest of the day. But hopefully you're getting a flavor for what I'm doing and the kinds of stuff that I'm doing. I had another meeting with one of my team members about some things that we're producing with my graphics company that we had to go over. And yes, the dev meeting went really well. We're going to be starting to code today. And actually on Monday, we have another meeting to go over some of the rough framework. And we're talking about the structure because it's a tenant system. And we wanted to make sure like who has access to what at what levels, because there's different pricing plans. So they have different features. And we were just talking about that. All right, guys, I'll update you a little bit later. Enjoy. Hey guys, it's John. Just got back from my one-on-one, and it was interesting. Had some great food there at this new place. Had a pulled pork wrap and a delicious chocolate piece of cake. But I have to tell you that even though I enjoyed the food and the place, the one-on-one was not exactly what I had in mind. My idea was to get to know the other person, no agenda, them to get to know me. Instead, it was more of a very pushy sales vibe when I actually got asked the question, well, what's your agenda? And I replied by saying, I don't have any agenda. I just want to get to know you, and hopefully you'll want to get to know me, and maybe we can help each other. So I guess sometimes, guys, the vibe doesn't go the way you expect. But at least I gathered some data, so I know for next time. Hey guys, it's John again, and so getting ready to do the 14 reels for the week, which I do every single week, and then I'll schedule 2 to be posted today, and then 2 every day right through to Sunday. And then on Friday, of course, I will go in deeper to what the reels are on the Jay Moore Tech Talk show. All right, so stay tuned for more of my day. We're almost done with my day now. Hey guys, so just getting ready to wrap down my day. It's been a fun day. Got a lot done. Just finished doing the reels a few hours ago, which is the 14 that I record for the week. Get those edited and put them out every day. I already scheduled 2 for today, which is Monday. And then every day I have 2 more that go out all the way through Sunday. And then Friday we put them on the show, more the detailed version. I just finished the Inspirations for Your Life show, which was Series 5, Show 31, episode number 3. And I'm going to go work on a set of graphics and content for our newsletter for one of my companies. And that's pretty much about it. I'm going to finish the editing on the IFOL show, get that posted. And that's pretty much about my day today. I hope you have enjoyed it. I will probably have you following me around again either Wednesday or Thursday this week. I think I have a couple events to go to. I have a networking event on Wednesday morning. Then I have another one in the afternoon, which is quite a few hours. So we'll go through some of the booths. We'll talk to some of the vendors and stuff like that. But I encourage you guys to check out believemeachieve.com. One of my milestones this week that I'm very grateful for, I've got a video that has hit over 12,000 views on Instagram. It's the video about what we call the safety stick, and it was in Boonton, New Jersey, and it keeps growing, and a lot of people are not happy that they'll get a ticket if they park in a no parking zone because it takes a picture, and then depending on 30 seconds to 2 minutes, it'll take another picture, send it to the police department or the parking authority, and then they'll click a button, and that'll query your DMV information to automatically send you a parking violation ticket. Yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed today, from the morning to breakfast, etc. So what else do I do today? So after I finish up in a little while, I will probably do another meditation. I will do some exercises. Then I will get ready to go to bed, and I'll do another meditation. And tomorrow morning, I've got to get up early because I actually have to meet somebody. We're going to a networking event actually in Parsippany. So looking forward to that. And I hope you guys are enjoying following me around and whatnot. So be sure to comment back, and I'm going to let you know all kinds of great stuff, like when I start school. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy following me around in these little snippets. All right. Take care. Be well, everyone. And I'll see you on another one of these in a few days.